Hello, this is Storyline reading for Clive Davis. Clive Davis is a part of the music industry. And this storyline reading is going to be dated for 2025. So I'm hearing what month? July. So I'm going to put July. Right, so this storyline reading is focused on Mr. Clive Davis. So Mr. Clive Davis, and could I ask Universe, what about Mr. Clive Davis? So this storyline reading is going to be focused on why did Mr. Clive Davis think it was fine to have a celebration downstairs when news had surfaced that Miss Whitney Houston had died upstairs. Why did he think it was okay to just go on and just have a party like her body wasn't laying upstairs? Not alive. And everybody walking around and drinking and laughing and having a good time or whatever they doing with her body upstairs. Not alive. Why did he think that was okay? Because if he was somebody who really truly cared about her, there's nowhere in the world he would have went on with that. And I'm saying it. So I'm going to see what the storyline reading comes out as, because that was really disgusting. It was terrible to carry on and have a party or whatever was going on downstairs, knowing that Miss Whitney Houston was laying not alive upstairs. Not really knowing all the details and even what happened to her. It should have put a halt to everything at that moment. At least for some hours. And then people could eat and just leave. But as far as like celebrating and all that kind of stuff, whatever it might have supposed to have been, that should have been counseled as far as that. But as far as eating, if food was there and drink was there, I guess that had to be eaten and drank because it was paid for. But not celebrating the occasion that it originally supposed to have been. But everything should have halted at least 1 or 2 hours while cops was upstairs, or whoever was upstairs as far as Miss Whitney Houston. And then people eat, drink, and just go home. And whatever the celebration originally supposed to have been, make that another time. That was the right thing to do. So this storyline is focused that way. Because it showed really in his actions that he really didn't care about Miss Whitney Houston by doing that. And who all was downstairs having a good old jolly time with him and acting like it don't exist that she was upstairs not alive. They didn't either. Okay, this is the Brass Love 1 Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. Let's just see, Universe, give me some cards for Mr. Clive Davis as far as Miss Whitney Houston. Why did he feel it was necessary for him to still have a celebration, a party, or whatever that was, knowing Miss Whitney Houston was laying lifeless upstairs? Tell me anything as far as why he thought that was acceptable. Okay, Universe. Which direction for Mr. Clive Davis? What is this jumping out? First card for Mr. Clive Davis. Okay. He is going to get chummy with a support group. So we're going to call those people partying downstairs the support group. Because they was friends of his, evidently. they was invited to the party or whatever, celebration or whatever that was. And he was getting chummy. Okay, number 1 card. Let's just see. What is this one? I got a lot of cards, so you're going to hear me making noise from where you hear me pulling right now to my basket to the box. So whichever way. Okay, here's Miss Whitney Houston. She was a chick tucked on the side. Chick talk simply mean a woman tucked on the side. So Miss Whitney Houston was a chick tucked on the side. But she was upstairs, remember? So she was, you tell me God not good. The first card says, he is going to get chummy with a support group, and that was the people downstairs. Support team. And Miss Whitney Houston was a chick tucked on the side. That means she was upstairs, and he was going to be downstairs having a good time. Okay? Let's see another card. That's flawed. I wouldn't have known this about you. When were you going to tell me? So some kind of way, Whitney told him something, I feel. Well, he told her something. I really feel she told him something. Because this focus is him. So I feel he told her something or she told him something. I feel she told him something. Let's just go with the next card. The universe, you know all about it. Tell your story, Whitney, because is there something else you want to say? Okay. Okay, she had to talk to her teacher to see if she passed the test. So Mr. Clive Davis evidently would be her teacher, evidently, right? Consider her teacher. And she had to talk to her teacher to pass the test. So some kind of way to pass the test, as far as, I guess, if she was suitable to go downstairs to attend the celebration, or as far as something, because the card before it says, when was you going to tell me? I wouldn't have known this about you. And this goes with somebody she was talking to, and that would be Mr. Clive Davis. And he was going to see if she passed the test. So if he said something negative to her and she responded back, he needed to see how she react. Now if she passed the test, and don't be real mad about it, I guess she passed the test. If she talked negative toward it, I guess she didn't. Get my drift? Because it says that he's her teacher, right? So let's just see. Okay. I won't say I love you. So Miss Whitney Houston might have said to this man, Mr. Davis, that she loved him. I will say I love you. But he might have told her he loved her. But God said he guilty. Right? So Whitney might have told him something, and he said he wouldn't have known this about her, and he wanted to make sure she passed the test. Right? So she might have told him she loved him. So I don't know what she said. She might have said, I don't want to do something or whatever, or he said something to her. That's flow. Okay, so God wanted Whitney to keep her dignity no matter what. But he was going to keep his dignity by still having that celebration. Right? Let me into your world. So right here, I don't know if it was some kind of way, some kind of disagreement with him and Whitney, some kind of way, because he told Whitney something or she told him something. And usually when somebody say that, it's something that you surprised about, you disagree with, or whatever it is, you might not like it. But the person backing it up with saying they love you, want to know if you're going to pass the test, and let bygones be bygones, or just brush yourself off from what I just said to you or whatever. It was like up there, right? So let me into your world. So as far as him and Whitney upstairs, if he said whatever he said to her, let me into your world, he might have said something that she didn't agree with or whatever, and he didn't want her to be mad about it, or she didn't want him to be mad with her about something. With this card, let me into your world. It's like when somebody push you out. But also we can put this with that celebration downstairs. He was fine with not letting Whitney into his world, and that would be that being chummy with the support group, the support team, the celebration downstairs. Because he's going to keep his dignity and still have his celebration, even though, you know, she was upstairs, lifeless. Right? Bear with me, bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see, tell your story, Whitney. Because this is a storyline as far as Mr. Clive Davis, but you know it's Whitney too, so that's what I'm saying. Tell your story, Whitney. You say your side, Whitney, and Mr. Davis, because I'm talking to God as far as Mr. Davis and Whitney, right? Why did Mr. Davis feel it was okay? He's going to keep his dignity and still have the celebration. He wasn't going to let Whitney into his world. Get what I'm saying? As far as stop him from having a celebration. Because remember, when Whitney was lifeless upstairs, she wasn't in his world. Get what I'm saying? When you die, you're not in this world anymore. Get what I'm saying? So he wasn't going to let Whitney stop him from being in his world because she wasn't in his world no more. Right? So he's going to keep his dignity and have that celebration. Right? Let's just flow. What is this one? Okay, this one is some kind of protective order. So it was going to be some kind of protective order or something like that. Let's flow a little bit. I hear knowledgeable. Protective order. Protective order. Let's just see. Okay. Letting go is very hard. The loss of a loved one. So Miss Whitney Houston died, right? So letting go is hard, the loss of a loved one. For him, letting go wasn't hard because he had that party or celebration anyway. But for her family members and the fans, letting go is hard, the loss of a loved one, because Whitney felt like a loved one to some fans and to her relatives. So we got the protective order sitting in here. So with the protective order, I'm getting ready to move the computer. I'm gonna pause because it's cold and I'm gonna try to get by some heat. It's really cold. Let me pause you. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Yeah, protective order. So the protective order could be anything. It could be some kind of way, somebody who she wanted to stay away from her, or she might have felt threatened some kind of way, or whatever this is. Let's just see. Let's go with something else. Let's just see. Universe, give me some more for Mr. Clive Davis as far as, okay, let's say pick me. Okay, pick me. She gave her ex too much power. So she had an ex that wanted to be picked, right? Love interest or Mr. Davis. Because some kind of way, Mr. Davis, Whitney had stopped singing for a little while, I feel, and she is going back to sing. So Mr. Davis would be her ex as far as a manager or whatever, because if she stopped singing, you know, that means he's an ex he left behind. But then she coming back to him, that means that she want to be picked. But she gave him too much power, or she actually had an ex that she gave too much power that wanted to be picked. Okay, she's going to make a wish here. Do a prayer, right? Create her dream. You get what I'm saying, right? Okay, so let's just flow. Okay, we have Mr. Davis wanted to talk, or ex, but I'm focusing on Mr. Davis because it's about Mr. Davis. Why did he feel it was fine to still have a celebration downstairs while her lifeless body was upstairs? So Mr. Davis wanted to talk playtime, and that would be business. Follow me? but she needs to stay in her queenship. Or she had an ex that was around during that time who wanted to be picked, wanted to come back in her life or whatever was going on, who wanted to talk romance, anything like that. And let me just try to get some cards, universe. I'm hearing the song coming. Children of the night, ooh, late at night. Children of the night. Somebody guilty as charged, and it's going to be on letterhead. Okay, so we got somebody guilty as charged, and it's going to be on letterhead from an ex to Mr. Davis. Okay, that just came. Let's just see. Because Mr. Davis might have told Whitney, don't try me, or the ex, one of them. Her ex or Mr. Davis. Get what I just said? Because something was forced as far as Whitney, right? But then that party downstairs was forced because it just went on anyway, even though her lifeless body was upstairs. We got numbers 1373, or you can switch them around, because somebody is a narcissist out of her ex or Mr. Davis, right? So we have somebody slipping through loosely through the corridors, through the alleys, hallways, streets, however, whatever to get to Whitney. Slipping through, gliding through, hidden, however they was doing it. We got a narcissist, right? We got a family best friend who the family called like a best friend, right? Because we got, just going to be Whitney, that next card I see. So, make me love you. Somebody was joining a crowd, and that would be Mr. Davis. Downstairs, he was joining a crowd, right? Because it was going to be some kind of celebration downstairs. So, this card says, make me love you. The person joining the crowd, but they saying to you, make me love you. Give me a reason why I should love you, want to be your man, want to be your friend, or want to invite you, or whatever. Whatever it is going on with you and the person. But the person is part of a crowd. So I'm going to put this with Mr. Davis. He was joining a crowd, and that would be all of those guests below Whitney, right? Who was part of the occasion, right? But the first part say, make me love you. Give me a reason why I should love you. So we're going to say, Mr. Davis is saying, give me a reason, Whitney, why I should cancel my affair for you. Make me love you that much and give me a reason why I should cancel my affair because you died. Get what I'm saying? It's like saying, you ain't worthy enough for me to be canceling my affair. You just not that good to make me cancel my affair. Give me a reason why I should cancel my affair because you died, Whitney. Because this person joined the crowd, and that was that occasion. So the next one is this one. Mention us, and this will be Miss Houston. Mention us, the Braslow One Healer Tarot, Whitney Houston. You are the light. Okay, the next card is this one right here. It was harvest time for Mr. Davis or for Whitney. You know what I mean? Okay, let's just flow. Somebody opened up something and it was juicy. A letter, the door, champagne, whatever, I don't know. Let's just go. Okay, we have Mr. Davis wanted to laugh at the oldies, or Whitney did, or old fling of hers, or old person of hers wanted to do it all together, or Mr. Davis wanted to open up something juicy, champagne or whatever below at their celebration and do it all together with all of his guests. Because remember, he said, make me love you. Give me a reason why I should not continue to have my celebration. Because you died, that's not good enough. That's what he said. It's good enough for saying that's not good enough. I'm going to have it anyway. And he wanted to laugh at the oldies with all of his friends who he had at that celebration. Because he always going to drop his burdens, because his burden would be, Whitney was a burden to him. I know it don't sound good to you people, but Whitney was a burden to him because he is taking Whitney back, because Whitney had became a burden to him. He's going to drop his burdens. Get what I'm saying? and Whitney was a burden to him, right? Is he a God-like husband? So I'm going to turn it around, right? Because a husband is like somebody who's supposed to care and love you, right? So God is saying, so is he a God-like friend to Whitney? I don't know if she said he is like a father or whatever she is saying, but is he God-like? Is he not how God would want him to be? So if he's supposed to have been like a father to her, God didn't feel like he was like no father to her. He was good enough. He didn't demonstrate God-like qualities. He decided he going to still have an occasion with her body not alive upstairs. That's not God-like. God don't condone stuff like that. So she really had it mixed up with this person, thinking this person really truly cared about her, but he don't. He didn't. He looked at her as a burden, right? He's going to drop his burdens. And at that time, she was his burden. Because Steps Up was made for a floor plan. So with Whitney at that time, Steps Up was made for a floor plan for Whitney. If I take it her way, is that she is getting ready to make a new album, or she might did, I just don't know. She is getting ready to step up and come back to sing or anything good like that. But for him, Steps Up was made because he was getting ready to do something. Because a lot of times after stars die, they do sell their music and all kind of things, they do. And that means steps up. That means you're going up. And you're going to win. You're not going to lose. Okay, so spare me. So we have right here the spare me card. Whitney wanted another chance maybe to be able to step up and come back in, the music business or whatever, to do her music again or anything like that. But also, we can put it with that she wanted another chance as far as just her life in general. Spare me. But if we take it with her life, that means somebody was doing something to her where she was begging for her life. So let's just see. Okay, yes, because somebody was going to take an active action right here and go somewhere. So if we put this with Whitney, these three cards, I'm going to say Whitney Steps Up was made. That means with her that she was trying to step up and be able to sing again, make another album or anything good like that. And she wanted Mr. Davis to give her another chance at it. Get my drift? Asking him, begging him, or however she is doing it, right? Bending over, talking to him, or however she did it, right? And she was going to take that action to go there, right? To a place where she felt it was positive, right? And that hotel or wherever they was positive as far as she was concerned, right? Because she was planning on steps up, getting up there, making a move, and making something good happen. But if we turn it around to him, he took an active action, right? And Steps Up was made for him because after her death, some kind of way, he made some kind of money, right? Because he felt like, anyway, he wanted to drop his burdens because God said he wasn't no God like friend to Miss Whitney Houston or Daddy or whoever she looked at him as. Okay. She thought she was getting a new job with this card right here. You're getting a new job, a new chance, a new job, right? A new record or whatever was going to be going on. But God said no on the back because he already knew that it wasn't going to be. So we have that. A lot of stuff was stacked against her, whatever it was. So she got an ex that wanted her to pick him and was trying to come back in her life any kind of way because he wanted a little romance or anything like that. He was becoming unboxed, unhinged, upset about. He wanted her to give him another chance. Get what I'm saying? Because he wanted her to laugh at the oldies, having fun together, and maybe some kind of way he opened up, like something to drink in the room with her, anything like that. And maybe he was slipping through trying to get to her, anything like that. But we can turn it around to Miss Houston, where she's saying to some ex of hers, give me a reason why I should take you back, or a reason why I should let you in my life because you hanging with the crowd or hanging with other ladies or whatever. So I can take it different ways. And maybe he is going to look and see if Miss Houston passed the test. Will she give in to him and take him back? Or maybe she is going to look and see if her ex passed the test. As far as, I guess, saying he loved her, but some kind of way somebody says something to Whitney, or Whitney says something to one of these people, to the ex or to Mr. Davis. Let's just flow a little bit. Okay, don't force your ways on me. We got this one. Don't force your ways on me. So we have right here that don't force your ways on me. She didn't want somebody's ways forced on her. Can I come out without you leaving me? So we got Mr. Davis or her ex. One of them said whatever they said with that card up there, where she said, I wouldn't have known this about you. When was you going to tell me? So one of them told her something. They wanted to know if they could come out as far as telling her whatever it is with her leaving, not wanting to be friends with them any longer, or ex or Mr. Davis, right? Any of those two. Or we had Whitney said something to either one of these people, to Mr. Davis or to her ex, right? And she wanted to know that could she come out and say whatever she had to say without them not wanting to be friends with her anymore if it went that way. But she didn't want them forcing their ways on her. But maybe Mr. Davis or her ex didn't want her to force ways on him or her. So we have right here, he needed Whitney to feed him. Her ex or Mr. Davis. One of them was getting upset though, because one of them was a score loser and was distant, where she might have been distant from a little bit. So she had to wear the shield on and the helmet of strong for the best option in her life. So let's just flow. Okay, so we got somebody was calling too much as far as the work ethics. Mr. Davis was calling Whitney a lot and wanted her to have good work ethics, or her ex-lover was calling her a lot. In the work ethics, as far as her ex-loving her would be, he just wanted to get back in her good graces, romance, or anything he wanted, whatever it is he wanted. Let's just see. Feel it. This time I don't feel it. So we have her ex or Mr. Davis or both of them, right? Wanted to feel fun, might like style, okay? So we have right here that Whitney was murdered. Her ex wanted to be like it was before she was murdered, before the feelings or the relationship was murdered between him and her, or Mr. Davis wanted to be like it was before the relationship was murdered between him and her, or how her music was, right? Because her music when she died was different from back then. It was a big difference, right? He wanted it to be like it was, right? Before she was murdered, or before her music was murdered, before it was changed, however. So we have morally, person know it was wrong. Now let's just take something from over here. Okay. Somebody went on a kitty cat mission. That means sneaky like a cat and aimed for it and came after Whitney. Follow me. Look at these cards. Because somebody washed their hands on an African American. Miss Whitney Houston. Is he her real dad? Information was going to let Whitney know if somebody was her real dad. So she called Mr. Davis her like her father or something. He wasn't her real dad. So we have right here that she wanted a meal or done. She needed to just deal what was on her plate and throw away the scraps, because she wanted a loyal out of somebody, or somebody wanted it out of her, but I feel she wanted it. Let's just flow, universe, you know all about it. From Miss Houston, tell your story. Okay, something was a recorded conversation that was unknown. So somebody had something recorded that was unknown to her, that maybe could be used against her, or somebody was recording her some kind of way that day right there, but she didn't know it. Get what I'm saying? So we had this one. She had consideration for the masses, right? That means when she go on the stage, she might have thousands of people that be out in her audience. But then we have Mr. Davis. He was being considerate of the masses, so he is focused on all of the people, the music business, as far as all of the fans, and recorded conversation for him would be her records, right? So if it's some kind of music of Whitney's that just didn't even hit hard before, that might got thrown out when she died, because it would have been brought, because it was Whitney's. It might have been, yeah. Yeah, bought. So let's just see the next one. Okay. So we have right here, give me my key, go back to, so we have right here with this one, with a love interest some kind of way. If he came about, wanted to be picked, wanted her to spend time with him or anything like that. Wait a minute. Okay, let's continue. So I think I was on this card where give me my blank back. So somebody was going to give Whitney something back, and they was going to come back and go to where they came from. So either an ex of hers was going to give her something back and go back to where the person came from, or we have Mr.Davis wanted something from Whitney some kind of way, and he was going to go back to where he came from, or she is going to get something from him, and she is going to go back to where she came from. So if it was a contract or something like that, he is going to give it to her and go back to where he came from, downstairs or wherever. If it was something with her and her ex, he is going to give her something and go back to where he came from, or whatever this may be with this card. It's given, let's just say, give me my, it's something that belonged to her though. So let's just go from there. Let me take these off because I think I said all of these, right? So let's just see. Okay, universe, you know all about it. Yeah. Mr. Clive Davis and Miss Whitney Houston. My storyline reading for Miss Whitney Houston because Whitney, Miss Houston didn't just die. She was killed. She didn't just die. So if the coroner says she was drowned, she is drowned because she is held under some kind of way, or she is some kind of drug was in her system some kind of way to make it where, you know, she can't hold herself up in the water and she went down and drowned, or she was held down to drown, anything like that, because it was some kind of drug in her system. But when she came there, she was straight when she came there. Because my storyline says she is straight when she came there. By straight, I mean she wasn't high up when she came there. She was straight. Like I'm talking to you right now, I don't drink or anything like that, so I'm just trying to use for an example. She was straight when she came there. She wasn't high up. She was happy about what was going to take place. So all of what happened to her took place up in that room, hotel room, wherever she was. Something was given to her, pushed on her, or however it was done, some kind of way. Something could have been put in something she was drinking, anything like that. Or if not that way, another way, however it went, okay? So let me just get back to the storyline. There's going to be some justice for sure against somebody who don't look like her. Okay, so we got a court card right here. Somebody need to go to court as far as Miss Whitney Houston, because she didn't just die. Like said right here. So we have looking at the reality of it all and look at it realistically, that Miss Houston was murdered. So we have right here somebody was going to test her, right? somebody who need to go on trial, because tension was going to float up in the room with Miss Houston. Okay, she wanted structure, and she was stung by somebody, by Mr. Clive Davis or her ex. She clapped back because covers and curtains was covering the problems, but God says she is going to be moving to rougher matters, right? Dealing with whoever this person is, right? We got number 18, number 81, right? Okay. It says right here, got out just in time. God says, because you heard me say this card, God says she is going to be moving to rougher matters, right? Right? So God wanted her to get out just in time, because she is going to be moving to rougher matters, because God said it, right? So God said she got out just in time, or if she would have got out of something in a way, with business, with Mr. Davis, or with a love interest. It says got out in time. She got out in time because she is going to be moving to rougher matters. God says it, right? Because tension was brewing and stuff was being covered up, and she wanted structure. Follow me? Let's just go, universe. Universe, you know all about it. So I'm going to see with Mr. Davis, why did he feel like, so we had these two cards jumping out. She was dealing with the rough rider who was in his timid state, Mr. Davis or her ex, who felt like she won't talk, but it was vital that she talk. So some kind of way she might have, because tension was brewing. Get on the bus, get on the car, get on the train or the plane. I'm here for you. So we're going to deal with Mr. Davis. He told her he'll be there for her. I don't know how far she lived from this hotel, wherever she was, but some kind of way he told her he'll be there for her. Follow me? Okay. So we have that he needs to filter his ways, though, because he was gift seeking, but she also was. So we had a loss of children. So Miss Houston wasn't a child, but Miss Houston was somebody's daughter. So she was somebody's child. Get my drift? So we have that help stop the loss of children if you can. So because somebody gonna move fast on it. So her parents at the time should have checked this out a little bit more thoroughly, because in this storyline right here, she her life was taken away. Let's just flow. She wanted love from Mr. Davis, and I guess as far as this love partner, some ex. Let's just flow. Universe, you know all about it. Miss Houston, tell your story, Miss Houston. We got June was the last resort for Miss Houston, because it was a recovery for a countdown to recovery, and that was a sure thing. Seed time, because it was seed time. She was getting ready to go forward and start singing again or anything like that. So that's called harvest time. But it was a countdown to recovery. So counting the days down, and able to recover all the way from being on drugs and things like that. But June was the last result, because she was dealing with somebody who had a checkered past, but seeing the positives in the person, either in Mr. Davis, who had a checkered past, or in her ex, right? So God says that Miss Houston was knowledgeable. Miss Houston, put your name on a new job, on a slot, or on a lottery ticket. Follow me? Because somebody had a blank look on their face, her or her ex or Mr. Davis. So what? They was tearing each other down, right? So we have right here that missing children. So I don't know if her daughter was coming to meet her that day or what. It say missing children. So creamy. She might like ice cream. She might like ice cream. Maybe she was missing her daughter at the time, or let's explore a little bit. Something went to the extreme because she was saying no. No way, I can't, I won't. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to sign it, or whatever it may be. Something. But something went to the extreme. She is jovial, but she got an epiphany because she wanted jointness with a trailblazer. Right? So the trailblazer would be Mr. Davis. If it's her ex, Whitney is the trailblazer. So we have, it was a thin layer of hope with her twin flame. So I'm going to say the twin flame in here, I'm going to put as, if it wasn't her ex was the twin flame, I'm going to put it with Mr. Davis. And I'm going to say for Mr. Davis is because she felt a certain kind of way about him, like a dad or whatever. But it was a thin layer of hope with him, or with her ex. Because she had feelings that grew fast like grass for him. But she shouldn't be blinded by the love, the care she had for Mr. Davis. Right? Because it's heart-wrenching. Because he put her out. So if this not Mr. Davis, it's her twin flame. And that would be her ex. Right? So she really wanted to express, but she's trying her best to escape. Or she was really wanting to express, and he was trying his best to escape. Mr. Davis or her ex. It is time to heal. Right? So it's information on the cell phones, the camera footage, cell phones, text, videos, voicemail, pictures, or whatever that can help in a case if it go to court. We got 37 and we got 73. Ages, door numbers, birth dates, part of a social license, phone number, or whatever it could be, court date or whatever. She needed to start focusing on herself now because she's trying to find her uniqueness, but she's dealing with a man who was power plagued. So we got number 11. So let's just go. Okay, let's go up here. Let's see the universe, you know all about it. So we got, she was stunning. So she was. But she had to take heed to what was calling to be seen in her by her, because you are not exempt. So God was letting Miss Houston know she wasn't exempt, or one of these men was letting her know she wasn't exempt. Ex of hers or Mr. Davis, right? So we have this one. She had to take her power back from the idiot, because God calls this person an idiot. Let's just flow. I love you, but not that much to be used. So she dealing with an ex. She loved him, but she wasn't going to be used no longer by this person. She wanted to be taken out on a date, a play, or anything positive. If this is Mr. Davis, she loved him, but she not going to let him use her. She wanted something good to happen, a new record or whatever she wanted. I don't know. Okay? Because he is banking on her, or ex of hers, or Mr. Davis. We got 112, 211. Let's see, universe, you know all about it. Okay. Somebody gave her a number, asked for her number. She asked for somebody's number or anything as far as a phone number. What is your number? She accepted it, or the person accepted it. Or ex, or Mr. Davis, or somebody. Let's just go. Okay. She wanted to be cherished. She wanted one of these people to say they sorry. Or ex of hers, or Mr. Davis. Okay, so we have, she had to let God in. Boom. Spirit. Here's God again, back to back. God said, universe said she needed to put the brakes on things with somebody in a situation. Or somebody else needed to. She was dealing with a leader who had negative talk toward her. So we have right here that, what is this one? Somebody mad. They say get mad. Let's see. You was. Okay. Somebody was mad. It says you was agitated and got mad. Let's see. You mad because of something. Let's just see. I need another card. Okay. Okay, we're finding my parents even mad. She is being adopted. So with this storyline right here, this simply means that she was controlled some kind of way in the hotel room. Being adopted means she is controlled. Somebody was taking control over her in that hotel room. She wanted her parents at that time. Somebody who loved her. Get my drift? Okay. So let's just say. But Mr. Davis, as far as the continuing to have the occasion, the event or whatever that was, anyway, knowing that she was unalive upstairs, he did that because he wasn't going to let her into his world, because she was out of his world, because she was deceased, so she is out of his world. So he wasn't going to let her in, because this card say let me in to your world, but he wasn't going to let her into his world because she was out at the time, and he is keeping her out. He is going to keep his dignity, right? And keeping his dignity was for him to go along and have this occasion. So let's just see whatever he was trying to do, what this party was about. Okay, laying down beside you is like my first crush. So get away from the haters and the snakes. She need to get away from haters and snakes. Laying beside somebody is like her first crush. Her ex, because he is taking her as a plaything, or we had Mr. Davis was taking her as a plaything. Okay, give me a drink. So some kind of way she had a drink. Somebody thought it was funny. Somebody could have put something in her drink. Somebody tried to look at her as promiscuous, as far as a love interest, or as far as drug use. Okay, something held her up in her life, and she pinpointed the action, right, that held her up, and I feel it would be drug use, anything like that, right, or this ex of hers, or dealing with Mr. Davis. She is drowning in a sea of feelings, right? You can't recover from right here. So something downtown could help. Okay, so this is fun. Okay, so it was a chamber of chaos and it was negative. Let's see. She is trying to weather out something with her person, and her person would be her ex or with Mr. Davis. Okay, her manager, whoever he was to her. You are mine, never forget that. So with her love partner, ex, he might have thought that she was his and he wasn't going to let her forget that. Or if any kind of way somebody brought drugs in there, they tried to make her feel like drugs was part of her life and she needed to never forget it because that was part of her life. Or we have Mr. Davis telling her that she need to never forget that, as far as contracts or whatever. And this card say, are you coming for me? But I'm just going to say with this card that he came up there for her some kind of way. your mind. Never forget that. And the person came for her. She was trying to weather things out. Okay, he made her walk into her destiny. He had a history with her. She wanted peace because something went too far. Follow me? Okay, so it was okay to let him go. God said that it was okay to let him go. He was going to always know she loved him because she lost herself, but no more. With Mr. Davis or with a love interest or with both of them. Okay, so some kind of way she was raped before in her life. Maybe she had to get out. Rapes took her a certain way sexually to make her a certain way sexually. Okay. Who's proud of her? She was going to be proud of herself because she is wonderful, God said, right? She wanted sensitivity because she is a wanderer at the time. When she is dealing with a wanderer, her ex was the wanderer, or she was the wanderer at the time, because feels like with this storyline that she is the person who is a wanderer, is like somebody homeless, a victim. Get what I'm saying? So let me just take some more cards for Miss Houston. I'm hearing I want to dance with somebody, but it's got to be somebody who loved me. Somebody who loved me. With somebody who loves me. D. She wanted to answer her burdens and drop her ex-lover or Mr. Davis, one of them. Universe, you know all about it. Got a jail card. Somebody in their dream house, but they need to go to jail because somebody wanted to act now so we can survive. So somebody wanted Miss Houston to act now so both of them can survive in a situation, right? Or we have two people that acted now as far as doing something toward Whitney, Miss Houston, so they could survive, or somebody wanted her to do something so her and the person can survive. You get what I just said, right? Act now. Okay, let's see. It might be a Pisces. Act like a Pisces. Let's go. Universe, you know all about it. Because some kind of way she might say she give up as far as a situation, or somebody might have told her that she wanted to save some money though. So we had this card right here that she had a skin disorder or somebody connected. Got something on the skin, moles, tattoo, bumps, scars, burns, eczema, something on the skin of her or whoever this person is. She had deep feelings inside. Somebody was saying that she was in the person's dreams. Call me soon. I've been thinking about you or anything like that. God said for her to have no more conquest in love or in business. For her best outcome for her future, she had to stop. She had to filter her ways, but whoever this is she connected to had to filter his ways and stop tearing down her emotions. Okay, let's just see. We're trying to end it. Here's the popular crowd. So she is part of a popular crowd with intense energy. People downstairs, or Mr. Davis was, or her ex. It was antics with this person and imbalances with this person. Okay, let's see. She might just want to get a lawyer. Because somebody was vengeful. She might just want to get a lawyer. This cloud, and so what? Somebody might want to throw some nice talk out to her. Because we got this one right here that's jumping out. Somebody wanted to know what was God was saying, what will you do I'm getting tongue tied. What will you do to get this job, Miss Houston? Because she wanted to build her future. So what would she do? Because she wanted to be picked. right? As far as a job, pick me. Or we'll turn it around and say what an ex of hers. I miss you, pick me, take me back, be friends again, or anything like that. Or Mr. Davis to her. She is penny pinching and it was real. Okay, because she is like a magnet to one of these people, right? In love, or Mr. Davis. So God wanted her to create her miracle wisely, build brick by brick. God was going to test her, build something for herself, brick by brick, stable foundation, and make something happen for herself, something that belonged to her, that her hands or her voice or whatever did. Or did. Get what I'm saying? Okay, something of her own. A miracle, something of her own. Okay, let's get slow. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, universe, you know about it. That, okay. Good forward card, okay. I hear pecan. Pecan. Maybe somebody like pecan. Pecan. I'm saying it right? Like pecan pie. Pecan. Let's go a little bit. But she's going to be dolling up for a date. And the date would be going down to the award show or whatever that was downstairs. I'm yours, you're mine. Somebody was telling her that she is the person some kind of way. Or she was saying that. So I don't think she was saying that though. So maybe a contract, if not a contract, some old an ex of hers who might have fought her. Follow me? In words, business, or however the person fought her. It was a disturbance, right? It was. She was living a pipe dream, but it was a disturbance. The sounds of her weighed somebody down. One of these people now, Mr. Davis or her ex. Okay, let's just go. Okay, one more. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the rest. Miss Houston, Whitney, go ahead. Give me some cards. Which one? Give me some cards. Which one? Give me some cards so I can finish your storyline. Yours and Mr. Davis. Let's focus on yours and Mr. Davis. What your ex is coming into, but it's focusing on you and Mr. Davis, because Whitney was murdered. This card right here said she want to be free from a commitment. This one, you hear me hitting? I just picked it up. Let's just fall. Let's see. Somebody looked at her as a lone wolf. She is easy. She wanted to be free though. She wanted to get out. She wanted to be secure. She wanted to get out. Okay? Don't overtalk. Something was in the drawer. Whatever was in the drawer, in somebody's pocket, in the drawer, in the closet. It was showtime, and life was like a movie for Whitney. I'm saying Whitney now. I'm feeling the closeness now. My girl right there. Whitney. Deep. Okay, let's just flow. Deep. You know all about it, universe. You know all about it. Tell your story, Whitney. Tell your story. Like nobody else can tell your story. Tell your story. Because it's your story. People walking around free and making it seem like you just took your life when you went to that place sober. You went there sober, in a good state of mind. And people walking around making it seem like you were just somebody on drugs. Like you just decided, oh no, I'm just going to take some drugs today, even though I'm getting ready to go down to a award show. I'm so delicate, I gotta take some drugs just to go down to the award show downstairs. No. People making it seem like you just was messed up like that. No. You could have took drugs before you came there. And if you was feeling all kind of ways, you wouldn't even came. You wouldn't have even came there. You wouldn't even have came there. You wouldn't have came. You would have stayed right where you was and took drugs at home. You wouldn't have came over there to take drugs and then not go downstairs. No. No. That was I'm hearing a setup. What's a setup? Setup. It was a setup. You didn't know it, but when it was all over with, you know because you're in the spirit. A setup. Universe. Gotta be some justice for Whitney. Miss Houston, Whitney. Gotta be some justice. Big justice. We gotta get some justice for you, Miss Houston. Look at you. Come on, that's right. Look what just came out. Sing when you mad. You was a singer. Sing when you mad. Deep. Because you was wondering what somebody was bringing to the table. When somebody was telling you what you was bringing to the table in contracts and music or some old love interest of yours. Because you was going to sow a seed out of your pain and just keep that thing up. So let's just flow. Let's just flow from Miss Houston and see what's coming up. Somebody, the sounds of Miss Houston weighed somebody down because Whitney could talk. And the sounds of her weighed somebody down. They didn't like what she was saying. Get my drift. Love interest or Mr. Davis. Or both of them. Take it however it goes. Okay? Okay? After we move in, then what? Or are you divorced or we playing house? We got somebody who was taken or who was married. Right? Or are you divorced or we just playing house? Because if you want me back, or are you separated, or are you divorced, or are you with somebody, or you just want to play house with me, anything like that. Or if we take it to business, to Mr. Davis, after we move in, after I come here to this award show, then what? Am I going to be part of, are you going to be my manager again? Am I going to be making records? Or we just playing house? Or I'm just playing a part for this award show tonight. I keep calling it an award show. It wasn't an award show. It was whatever it was. I don't even know what it was, but okay. Deep. She is looking at what wasn't worth her time and worth the cause. So we got parents again. Okay, we got these parents. So God is parents shouldn't walk away. Okay, bear with me. Okay, we got the parents shouldn't walk away card, so this would be with her leaving her daughter, because she had one daughter, Bobby Christina Brown. Parents should not walk away. Will I ever know who born me? So she feeling, if it's like she walked away from her daughter right here, so it's like, will she ever know who born her? Will her daughter ever know who born her? Her daughter knew her, but all the way until, she get older. Because will I ever is like you in limbo. You don't know if you're going to live or make it. Will I ever? It's like you said, will I ever get to see my daughter again? I'm just saying it another way. Follow me? Parents should not walk away. Well, this would be for her own parents. Don't walk away, right? Because people was picking people in the order of. So, in the music industry, they pick people in the order of, right? And that's what they did. Because Miss Houston was adorable. Being different just means she stood out on her own, whatever it was. So she was going to be that running, put her all in it and make something her own. Let me see if this is the card. As far as trying to get back in her music career, stuff like that. Or I can even put this with Mr. Davis, because she was saying he is like her father. So we put the parent card. You shouldn't walk away. Will she ever know who got her in show business? I mean, in entertainment business. Will I ever know who born me? That mean with him it would be, will I ever be able to get back in good with you again, or anything like that? Is she calling him like her father? He walking away some kind of way? Because this card right here, after she put everything in down here with this card, you heard me say, God told her to invest. It was time for her to gain. It's alright, Miss Houston, to want to help at home, but in some cases it won't work. So God wanted Miss Houston to do something and create her own miracle and make something happen on her own. Like if you just make some business of your own, separate from the music business, anything like that, get my drift. Be that one and put her on. And okay, so we have we got somebody that's letting off their sexual tendencies, and that would be her ex or Mr. Davis. Needed to clear their mind up. So we have can I have a word with you, Miss Blank? So either Whitney would be considered right here the businesswoman, or she talked to a businesswoman, whoever the businesswoman was, or she was the businesswoman, because somebody confused her for a prostitute. So let's just change it around. Somebody confused her as far as thinking they can give her something to make her give into what they're saying. So if she had any kind of illegal drugs in her room and given to her any kind of way in her system, that's would be what this card would stand for. That someone confused her. Let me give her something to get her to do what I want. Or we got somebody actually who was trying to come on to us some kind of way. Let's just see. In her room up there, maybe. This is slow. You know all about it for Miss Whitney Houston. So we have there's a lot of, it say a lot of deacons. It say a lot of deacons on this card. But I'm going to change it around for her storyline. This card say a lot of deacons. So I'm going to say it's a lot of devils. It's saying that the church is evil, but I'm going to say the entertainment industry is evil. I'm going to turn it around, okay? She is going to be herself, be you, but ducking wouldn't help her. Follow me? Because she wanted to be free from a commitment of an ex she had, or from Mr. Davis with the music business, a contract. Follow me? Yes, you know about it. She wanted to get her mind settled and be happy again like she used to feel like. Because she is scaling things out for a rosy summer, winter, fall, or whatever season. Okay. She wanted to be secure and she needed to just say it. Well, she did say it, but somebody was looking at her as a lone wolf and that she was easy to just take advantage of. Okay, Mr. Davis or her ex. She need to clear her mind. Some kind of way some fussing happened. Somebody wished they could be like a fly on the wall. It would be freeing to hear what was going on. Right? So it was some fakeness out of somebody that she felt was adorable, but that person was fake. The person was keeping the person's ears closed to what she was saying, wouldn't admit the person did something. But then eventually the person said, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So she filled a lecture. So I'm going to say the lecture would be people was in her room besides her. It was other people in her room. or we're going to put it with the party below or whatever that was going to be considered a lecture because it was a lot of people. Because she wanted to fulfill her copyright, and that is get her name back in print or whatever, and able to make her records or whatever, some kind of way. So we had, something was in the drawer, find it in the drawer, something was in the drawer in somebody's pocket. She need not over talk with somebody, whoever. It's back to back. God said don't overkind with somebody because somebody wanted a dinner, so I'm going to put the dinner with the party downstairs or whatever that was going to be. Occasion downstairs would be the candlelight dinner, okay? She need not overkind or be too giving and caring with whoever this person is. Mr. Davis or her love partner, ex-love partner. Okay, because she's fooling herself because she's being controlled by this person. One of them. Because you know the person cheating. Cheating in love if it's a love partner, or cheating in business if it was business. But God said it was her time to rise. It's your turn to rise, Whitney. To be fruitful. Or we have a man who wanted to be fruitful with her, and that means romance, if it's that way. Or we got a business partner, Mr. Davis, wanted to be fruitful with her, and that still means business. But God wanted her to be fruitful and get what she needed for herself, because God said it was her time to rise. She walked away, but she's going to be a sensitive thinker always, because we have right here, it was competition in business, and it was Cruddy. Right? So she created the walls of harm and safe for herself. That means having people in her room that could be destructive to her, or getting in fusses with people in her room where it can still cause destruction. Right? I think I said construction. Destruction. Follow me? Okay, so we have that. She had to go ahead and fight for her life and stop running as far as drugs or anything else. Only she could make this happen in her life, right? So we have right here that somebody needed to exercise because youth don't last for so long. Mr. Davis, an ex of hers or herself. We got the energy called energy. We got number 31 or number 30. Well, number 4 or number 3 or number 1. She wasn't dealing with the average Joe below, or she wasn't the average Jane below. So she needed to get to her focus point and be that butterfly God wanted her to be. So the fans want to get the truth out of her story. I'm not going to say her family. I'm going to say the fans. The fans want to get the truth out of her story. Otherwise, the fans. Or she wanted the truth out of her story between her and Mr. Davis, or her and her ex, or her and both of those people you heard me name. Or the fans want the truth out of the story, going to get the truth out of the story otherwise. So we got the pills right here. So we got pill drop effect. This when somebody take pills some kind of way, but this when somebody go on treatment. So this is treatment cost. So she evidently went in treatment before for pills or something like that. Okay. But somebody wanted to bring back tomorrow with her and wanted to know if she had sticking power. That simply means somebody wanted to have her back. Either Mr. Davis wanted her back as a singer, or she or her love interest wanted her back. Right? Wanted to know if she had sticking power. Do you still care about me? Or when it come down to Mr. Davis, it would be where if she still can sing good enough, or can she still be dedicated or anything like that. Did she have sticking power, or with a love interest? He wanted to know if she still cared about him some kind of way, because he might have wanted her back. If not, neither one of those, I'm going to put this with that somebody wanted to bring back tomorrow, and that simply means bring drugs back to her some kind of way. And wanted to know, did she have sticking power as far as staying off of drugs? Let me find out by bringing her some drugs right here. Bring back tomorrow. That means when you want to make something like it used to be. Right? So somebody wanted to make things like it used to be and drag back some kind of drugs, because before it is the pill card. And she done went in treatment already for that. So here somebody want to say, oh, is she really off drugs? Let me just see. She is nesting. She want what she signed up for, a man or a woman. So since she want what she signed up for, so maybe something went wrong with her and Mr. Davis, or her and her ex. Let's just see what that card. Let's just flow. It was going to be a takedown. So is a takedown of Whitney? I'm gonna say, because it's a club fund. So club fund would be, it was some kind of whatever that was going to be downstairs, a party or whatever that was. So we got to consider that club fund a takedown of Whitney, because it's a takedown on the card. So we got Whitney was wondering who she was. She couldn't be ashamed of what was true, right? As far as who she was, she's dealing with somebody who is in the person's genetics, the hatefulness. This is really a racist card, but I can take it different ways. If somebody got hatred all through and through, whoever this is, if they not racist, is in their bloodline. So we got 91, 19, and we got some thinking what's going on. She's going to be herself. So we have just wait. Just hold on. Just wait, hold on. Somebody was saying to her, or maybe she was. Somebody was trying to bond it to her. And I'm going to say, because here, right here is the change card where God want you to change, but somebody's trying to bond it to her. I feel drugs back her way. She is an arrow living. See, we got another pill card. Okay? No more pill popping or drinking and addictions. For G's sake, honey, I don't do that no more. So she trying to let somebody know she don't take pills no more or anything like that, but somebody is trying to bond it to her, bring it back, bond her to it. Where God want her to change, just wait, hold on. Okay, the next one is she had to sow a seed out of her pain and just keep that thing up. But it was showtime and life was like a movie for Miss Whitney Houston. So we have with this one, it's nobody is affair but the person you involved with have consideration. Should I forgive you for the God mission? So some kind of way, somebody, one of these men did something to her. Not nice. Mr. Davis or her ex. There's nobody's affair but the person you are involved with have consideration. So should she forgive that she had somebody who trying to push pills on her again once she got off and went in treatment already? So we got something happening, whatever, between 9 o'clock a.m., 9 o'clock p.m. 9 o'clock a.m., 9:30 p.m. Okay, so somebody was going to communicate with her, or did communicate, and wanted her to fight for the love, if it was an old love interest, or fight for a friendship, or anything like that, because she wanted out of a contract, out of a friendship, or whatever. So we have teaching children to kill. So we got somebody teaching children to kill and steal. You will learn from the time you have in prison. So we got somebody who teaching children how to kill, steal, and things like that. Well, let's just see. Because she wanted to, she is gonna, some kind of way, she is gonna face her accuser, or she was an accuser and she's gonna face somebody. So She is going to face somebody that she accused of something, or somebody was going to face her. Or we can just take it with pills and all. Pills kill. Because this person is teaching children to kill. Steal. Let's just see, the music business. Okay, someone is in a valley, and she was in a valley where she had to stay there. She was like in a valley. Look at this. It say water. I will turn my camera on and let you see, but water. Somebody was concerned about their wants. Whatever it was, wants in the situation. Or in their emotions, or she was in water, just like you see this right here. Because we have right here, someone is in a valley. It says stay there, and then we got the word water. So she might have accused, did some accusing, some kind of way. So somebody decided to put her in the water, put her in that valley, and leave her there. Because she is dealing with her wants, or the person. So the next card says that she is seeing everything in it and gaining much hope in it all. Maybe on how somebody was treating her or whatever. She had to seek God's range and make God's presence known. And with this card, she had to keep God's bubble of protection around her, because anything outside of the bubble of protection would hurt her or murder her. And it did. Because we have right here that somebody wanted her to be strictly his or hers. Right? What are you going to do about it, or will you do it? So if we got a contract, Mr. Davis wanted her to be strictly his, as far as some kind of contract or anything like that, because she wanted out of a commitment, and she wasn't married, so ain't no more commitments it is to be where she's stuck from. Okay, stuck in. So we have or we got a love interest that wanted her to be strictly his, or we have like Mr. Davis and some kind of contract or whatever. Okay, so we have, she pinpointed it, some situation, and she complained. She had empty thoughts while time was going by. I want to float. So we have right here, she asked somebody for what length? Either her ex or to Mr. Davis. Because she is looking at a windfall. It was challenging for her to get a windfall. Because somebody wanted to spend some time with her, and she wanted to know how long it's going to be. What do you want? Just what is this about, or anything like that. Somebody wanted to spend some time, and whoever it was, somebody came in her room and was spending time with her, and she wanted to know what the person even wanted to spend time for. So the next card is a gay card or marriage card. So Miss Houston, her, or whoever this person is, was going to, somebody was afraid somebody was going to say somebody was gay, or somebody was getting married, one or the other. So somebody wasn't valuing her, like was going to go on vacation, or might have traveled some kind of way. So we have, is my dad my real father? So didn't we just say something about a dad? So somebody focusing on is their dad, their real father. So I don't know if it was her, or if it was this person who we talking about, Mr. Davis, or the love interest, or somebody. Okay, so we have, the next one is somebody's walking all over her, gathering up information about her. So we have just leave, please. So she wanted somebody to just leave, or God was telling her just leave, Whitney. There's a big world out there. You don't have to stay hooked to this, because God wanted her to do something different with her life, as far other than the music business. So we got somebody, brother involved, or somebody who like a brother that was involved, who's getting arrested. So it was flattering. So what? Maybe somebody said she was pretty, or whatever they might have said. So it might have been some eating from her, or somebody who was in her room or around her Try me if you dare. It's a threat card I feel toward her, or she might have put out to somebody. Abuse proof that was fake love with her and whoever this is. Love interest, ex, or her, or Mr. Davis. Fake. Okay? You will know that. You will know already if you don't know. You came for the wrong person. So somebody told Whitney that she came for the wrong person, because Whitney is the one who's deceased. So somebody told her, if she didn't know right then, she knew then when this happened to her that she came for the wrong person. So she tried to get out of a contract or anything like that. Or her love interest felt that way. She came for the wrong person because either she might have said her love interest was gay, or her manager, one of these people. Let me think. Let's see. It was tension times, and this person was looking at things in color and not in black and white. So we got a love interest, and we got a love interest, and we have an ex. So if we have that's the same thing. I'm so sorry. We got a love interest. An ex. That was a love interest, an ex, or we have Mr. Davis. Let me say it right. So if we dealing with Mr. Davis was looking at things in color because she is a black woman and he a white man, right? And he was looking at things in black and white. So racial was involved, right? Intention times brewed. So if we looking at her ex, he is looking at things in color. He needs to look at things in color and not look at it in black and white because it's fuzzy. Where you don't see everything you need to see. He didn't see everything he needed to see because he looked at it in black and white when he needed to look at it in color. As far as making decisions or whatever, release your loved one. You're still here. So either the ex or Mr. Davis was going to release their loved one, and that would be Miss Houston upstairs, lifeless, because either one of these people felt like they still had life, right? Because sing when you feel mad. So some kind of way she is going to do some kind of singing, or she might have been doing some singing in the room, but she might have been mad in the room. She might have got mad in the room because she might have asked somebody what they was bringing to the table, or maybe Mr. Davis said that to her as far as something, or whatever this is. Okay, we got a female younger cousin that's going to be falling and failing, or was falling and failing. A female older cousin of Mr. Davis, or of the love interest. So we have right here, this is the killing card or the accomplishment card. So for Miss Whitney Houston, her going back to start singing again would be an accomplishment for her, right? And God would say, well done, well done. Okay, but if we take it the negative, somebody kill her, and the person feel well done, because the person made her go back to her soul, be with God, be in spirit, get my direct, because she had to face her accuser, or she was the accuser, and somebody was facing her to ask her something. Follow me? Where somebody say, try me if you dare. It was showtime. So no, people, Miss Houston didn't just die like that. No, somebody dragged some pills to her direction. She had a drink and I feel it might have been something could have been put in the drink some kind of way to get her disoriented or whatever it might have did, anything like that, because it was like I see the downfall, or what you heard me say. What is it called? That the takedown. It was a takedown. It was a takedown of Whitney, and we got the club fun that would be downstairs. They was having fun, get ready to have a party of what was happening, and then the other side of this car said takedown. So it was the takedown, and they was gonna have some fun downstairs after the takedown of Whitney, because Whitney was in the valley, and somebody was thinking she needed to stay there. So I feel the valley would be the water for her, or the valley would be she in a hopeless place where nobody is there to help her, or whoever this is, some kind of way put something in her drink or whatever it might have been, because she is straight before she came there, and somebody made it where she was disoriented or anything like that. Okay, universe, a little bit more for you, Miss Houston, but this is for Mr. Davis, and why he felt like it was fine to just still have a party or whatever this was, with you laying upstairs not alive. I think that was a total disrespect. I think that was terrible. Something could have happened in 92, or something could have happened when she was 29 years old. Blatant disrespect. Okay, no longer will you be silent. You was going to say something or tell something. Oh, you was going to tell something. Well, you could tell something. Okay, let's see. One more. I'm going to try to stop it. You got X'd out. For sure, for sure. Where's this card at? It's an X out card. Somebody was watching. There's a witness that Whitney got. She got X'd out because somebody was following her from a distance inside the house, or inside the hotel, or wherever she was, or before she even went there. Get ready, I'm here barefoot with desire. So we got a man flirting some kind of way. If it's an old love interest, or we have the Mr. Davis, get ready, I'm here. Something positive and nice as far as the music business he led her to believe. Or we have a love interest that came flirting, or his intentions was to flirt. See, take down a Whitney. She no longer needed really neither one of these people, because the card is up. Help me be you. She didn't need neither one of these people to help her be her, because she was her. She was strong. She didn't want any smoke. She is in a building, house. She is in a hotel though. We already know that. She is going to be that warrior, because she wanted peace within to make a stable mind. It was rallying, some kind of fussing in that room, because when she went there, what is this? When she went there, something was non-negotiable. When she went there, she was a certain kind of way. She was happy about what was getting ready to happen. She was going to go to this party or whatever this is they was having downstairs. She wasn't drugged out or nothing like that. Something was brought there for the takedown, because I see it. I got a card that's saying takedown, so I got to say that a Whitney. Now that's all I need to see is the premeditated card come out. But let's just see. She is cordial. Somebody was deep in their problems, or she was. Okay? So, what is the price of a life? This is a death card. Somebody was going to save the person's self no matter what. Or she was going to save her. She went through torture, and it was hyped up by whoever these people are. One or the other, or both of them. Something was non-negotiable, where she was tensed up. Follow me? Okay. Somebody was gay since their childhood, their teenhood. Her ex-lover or Mr. Davis, one of those people. Or both of them. Take it however it goes. Let's just go. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try to end this. Let's see. Tell me your cards for Miss Whitney. Tell them. Say it to me. Let me see them. Because this is your time. It's your time to speak. I heard. It's your time to speak, girl. It's your time. Go and see. Go and do your talking. We know you boisterous. And we know you boisterous. Go and tell your story. Tell your story. It's yours. Tell it. Tell your story like nobody can tell your story. Nobody can tell your story like you. Nobody. Here's a monster. He's a monster and corny. He's a monster and corny. Like, he needed to take care of her, but he didn't take care of her. Okay? So if the person not going to jail for at least 15 to 20 years, she been knowing the person at least 15 or 20 years or however. She might have had heart problems or this person, somebody. Let's flow a little bit. One more. Okay, I'm trying to end it now. Deep. Somebody like the grandstand. Mr. Davis or her love interest, and it wasn't kosher. Follow me? So I'm trying to end it. God wanted her to grow into that flower. Because God said you're a flower. Whitney, she is living in intentions of a maze, like trying to get herself together. It was like a maze somewhat right then at that time. Let's go. One more. Okay. Somebody was hell-bent on destruction, trying to drag her back to drugs. I keep telling you, she was not on the, she wasn't. Somebody dragged that in there. She was doing pretty good. Somebody wanted to bring back tomorrow, wanted to drag her backwards. Get on drugs. If it's a takedown, if somebody trying to have a takedown, they gotta make it look like she a drug addict, that she on drugs again. That's the plan, right? What's this flow? Somebody's hell-bent on destruction against Miss Whitney Houston, a monster. Okay, so we got somebody with a disease right here. We got a disease. One of you got a disease. This is the HIV card right here. So if you don't have HIV, some kind of disease, you got whatever disease it is. It don't have to be romantic. I can turn it around, but this is an HIV card. AIDS card, right? So I can take it to some kind of disease. I can say a disease of racism, a disease, whatever kind of disease, cancer, whatever. I can take it another way, but it is an HIV card, right? So we have right here that love is like a lion to her cub. And the person needs to play the person's part, but the person didn't play the person's part. And be Miss Houston would be like the cub, and this person wasn't like a lioness, wasn't like the father to his cub. This person wasn't like, this person was hooked on destruction, because this person had a lot of demons that this person needed to confront. There's a mystery at all that this person had all these demons. Ex-love interest or Mr. Davis. He felt he heard it before. One of these people wanted her to think about something, because he heard it before or she heard something before. So she had to accept what she couldn't change and acknowledge her wrongs and situations and don't expect it from other people. So she is dealing with a leader she felt stole from her. Right? So she called her ex, if she considered him a leader, because he is her ex-man or something, or Mr. Davis. Okay? We are true friends. And this can't mean, no, you're not true friends. And you showing me you ain't my friend because you stole from me in whatever way. She said she was done. Or she felt like she was done. Because she used to have beautiful feelings, right? Right here with this card. She the test score card. I mean, she did some testing of things and saw that I used to have beautiful feelings for you, but we're done. Because you stole from me. Right? No, we can't be friends. We're not friends, because friends shouldn't steal from each other. She is going to cut the ties right? Because if she loved gold, it is her gold. So this card simply means if she loved money, it's her money. But he felt like her money was his money. Did you hear what I just said, right? Love interest on Mr. Davis. I miss you, I kiss you, and I desire you. Get ready, get set to explore the unknown and love. So a love interest was trying to come and make moves to try to get her in a certain frame of mind. I hear set up. She had to stop, never stop wanting the best out of love for herself, and know that she had to love her first. Do she think she played a part in what happened to her? And God says yes. If the shoe fits, she got to wear it because it's her shoe. And that simply means when we be around people, whoever it is, no matter whatever the situation is, we play a part, because whoever these people is, she allowed them in her room. Somebody was going to celebrate. So I say champagne, but took money out to go buy something to celebrate. So we can put it with the party downstairs or whatever that was. Money was spent to buy champagne or whatever, or some kind of way in her room, some kind of champagne or some kind of bottle got open. That's a sure thing. She had somber pain. So life itself was like a jigsaw puzzle for her, whoever this person is. So something come from her childhood, or this person's childhood. She had to look at things and don't run any longer. So she saw it with full eyes, because somebody told her that she can't disrespect the person. You can't disrespect me. So look on the floor for it. And this would be Miss Houston. So we got God show me the way. This is like a prayer. Look on the floor for it. She wasn't on the floor. She is in a bathtub, they say so. She is in a bathtub. So you might say the floor of the bathtub. Look on the floor for it, because somebody, the card before that said, you can't disrespect me. Because she saw it with full eyes with this person, right? She praying to God. She's at the bath in the floor of the bathtub, evidently, and here's God. She was simply the best, Miss Houston. She was dealing with somebody. They say Italian, but it don't have to be Italian. Whoever the person is, right? Could be black, or whoever it is, right? Could be an air sign, don't have to be an air sign, or somebody was in their emotions, because I'm coming soon. So whoever it is was coming soon for her some kind of way. She had to work hard on falling back in love with her, Miss Houston. We got number 7, something could happen, 7. So we got God saying it 2 times. Didn't I say that already? I know I said this, she's simply the best. Didn't I just say that? Or did I not? I thought I just said that. Deep, God got it back to back. You heard me say it. We got a green one and a red one. We know red means stop, green is go when it comes down to traffic, right? She's simply the best. She's simply the best. 2 of the same cards. So we're going to have right here that somebody went ahead, because it came after, right? All of the stuff you heard me say, it came after laying in a bathtub. Somebody went and told somebody, I guess they coming, or told her they was coming in the first place or whatever. That's just fluff. Because it was a speedy tongue lashing with her and this person, which caused tension. She had to enjoy the life that God continued to give her and be happy again. We got number 19 or 91, so we got number 4. One of these people asked, could they help her, Mr. Davis, or her old love interest? And the person moved their saddle, went on some kind of internet, social media, or anything like that. Okay, here the pool time. God is good. Wasn't she in a bathtub? Quaint time, pool time. She wasn't in a pool, but she was in water. Right? Next one. You're getting arrested. Somebody need to be getting arrested. Who's responsible? Follow me. You have a disease, whoever you are, some kind of disease. If it's not HIV, another kind of disease, whatever disease. It could be any kind of life-threatening, no disease. Life-threatening disease. Whoa, shoot. I'm trying to end it now. For my girl, Whitney. Whitney not a girl, she a woman. You know what I'm saying. To dance with somebody who love her. Those people didn't love her. Neither one of them people. Her ex or Mr. Davis. Neither one of these people love Whitney. Neither one of them. Let's just flow. I gotta get these cards, so let me get up. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Oh, that's my song. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. I love that video with that song. I love the video to that song. Let me see, is that the one where she's walking through a beautiful song? Okay, let's just flow. Let's just flow on these drops. So somebody thought she was delicious and pretty. Follow me? So somebody wanted her to desire him, and God told her, don't waste your time, Whitney. So we have right here that she had to pay her dues. Somebody felt she had to pay her dues. It's time for her to pay her dues, whatever that is. Now let's just flow. Okay, she is going to pay somebody parents straight. It wasn't raisins and lollipops. So when love calls, will she answer? So Mr. Davis called, or her ex called some kind of way, but will she answer when this person even called some kind of way? Or after this happened to her some kind of way, her loved ones or somebody was at her door or something trying to get in, and that would be considered love, but will she answer? And that means she didn't answer because she was drowned in the bathtub. Okay? So we have his cologne penetrated the surface. So whoever this is, he had cologne on, but his cologne penetrated the surface. Might have been on her clothing. Might have been smelling up the room or whatever's going on. Or he might just wear what you call loud cologne, where he put too much on. He might wear real expensive cologne. He just put too much on or whatever's going on with him. Okay, so we have right here circumstances. What's going to cause her to get a lawyer, but she didn't get a chance to do that. But this person should need one. So we have right here that she is going to be going somewhere else, or this person, another country, city, state, or whatever, or she came to wherever this gathering was going to be, where that hotel was. Maybe she lived in another city, I just don't know. Or she is going to say bye to Mr. Davis, or bye to her old love interest and just go ahead, or they was going to do that as far as her. So we got this disease card, HIV AIDS card. So if it's not HIV AIDS, neither one of these men have. We got that one of them has some kind of life-threatening illness. Okay, life-threatening illness. Because she had to drop her burdens and leave her ex in the past. Follow me? Ex, as far as the ex-partner, or Mr. Davis. She need to leave him. He would be her ex too. Because she is marveling at the gate and loving it, and that would be to get back in music again. Or she got her ex who was marveling at the gate and loving it as far as trying to come her way. Anything like that. To be back with her. If she loved pink, if she even liked the color pink, she need to stay calm. And God still telling her leave the ex in the past. God ain't playing around. God ain't said it more than one time. The person a burden. Right? She might do things seasonal. Something might have been in a compartment. She do things seasonal, or one of these people. Is somebody really a man or trans? So we might have somebody who mess with men, mess with men who look like women. We might have a man who mess around with men who look like women. Trans, as the card say. You know what that means. One of these men, or both of them, however it's flowing. Okay? I'm ready. No more. So Whitney might have said to one of these men, no more. I'm ready. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to be done with you, or whatever. Or somebody told her, they ready. I'm ready. And she's saying no to them now. Because, whoops. She thought it was her prerogative because she got a little testy with whoever this is. One man, both men, or whatever, right? Hear it. A sob story. She didn't want to hear somebody's sob story because somebody was looking for love, but she is looking for love from these people because either one of them supposed to have been people who claim they love her. It's not ordinary. She got something supernatural. I mean, I'm sorry, this is not that card. This is the feeling herself dying card for her because she died. So we have your children. She wanted to. So somebody was going to be the extension to keep her children safe. So maybe. So we have this ex of hers was going to be the extension to keep his own children safe. Or we have somebody, or Mr. Davis was going to be the extension to keep Whitney's child safe. Or body. So this is Whitney card. You acting like you don't know what's going on. She had to cleanse her mind. Okay, she saw the cat. She saw the cat. The cat would be her ex or Mr. Davis. So with this card, with the duty card for her, this card here, you say like this could be like where you can't believe something is happening. You see something, but you can't believe it's happening. Something like that. So evidence to show that she's going to keep picking herself off with a floor off the ground if she didn't stay away from the ex or get away from Mr. Davis. Do she really believe what she hears as far as religion and as far as what God tell her, as far as faith, or just as far as the rules in the music business? All that was written will come to light, God says, right? So she got a male older cousin some kind of way, something about him, or her ex did, or Mr. Davis did, right? Very soon, something's going to happen very soon, or something going to happen very soon, 2025. So she had to get out now, God says, because somebody was running up her peace or her money. So she is dealing with Mr. Davis. He would be running up her money as far as her not getting all the money she's supposed to get, because she was going to get a lawyer, because she see that they really wasn't true friends like she thought. You know, in a love interest, he running up her peace, or he running up her money, or whatever's going on, or running up bills, or whatever's going on, right? We got number 10. Something could happen at 10, the 10th, or 10 period, 10 o'clock or whatever. So God wanted her to go to whatever God wanted her to go to, and she did go to treatment some kind of way whenever she went to treatment, but then it was something else she was going to be going to. So it could have been that place right there, going to that party downstairs or whatever that was. God will help her, but she got to learn to listen to God. So she had dormant behavior. She was Just holding on to for a keepsake one. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more. I have to quit. I got 2 Greek cards. It's like 2 cards say Greek. Okay, she wanted to be treated equal and fair. Okay, limits were sky high for her on a Monday, on a Saturday, or whatever day. If not, yeah, let's explore a little bit. Why cheat when you can get a divorce and just cope with it? So somebody was trying to cheat with her some kind of way, who had somebody, or just cheating her out of her money some kind of way, but needed to just go ahead and just break off the contract or whatever. Okay, she was absorbing her great-grandma, so when she was dying some kind of way, she saw her great-grandma or anything as far as her great-grandma. She needed somebody to care with her, and she justified it. She wanted somebody to care, and that would be as far as cheating, as far as in money, with the music business, or in love. Okay, she'll give a penny for somebody's thoughts because she had heartfelt tears as far as the situation. If she changed her identity, it won't work with a twin of hers, go gay, go trans, or just clash. So she clashed with somebody, Mr.Davis, or with her ex. She is a common denominator in this thing, so we gotta see what this is. So somebody threw her a curveball. She didn't see it coming. Because remember, somebody was sneaky like the kitty cat mission. They came for her. I'm yours. I recognize I'm yours. So as far as in a contract, or somebody in love trying to come back, or somebody in contract. So she wanted somebody to take down the walls for love, and she want all her achievements, right? All she done. She didn't want no smoke because it was pros and cons, because she was dealing with somebody sadistic who needs soul support, whoever it may be. So it was detention time away, and it was because she was upstairs alone, left up there with whoever these people was, or just left alone afterwards. If she met this person straight, she's not obligated to take him back gay, whoever he is. Right here, Jaybird. She ain't obligated to take him back. So we have okay, I'm trying to end it. Okay, here we go. She was feeling the moisture of what this took from her. This person. So we have we might hear somebody like a Taurus, act like a Taurus, that was like a love interest, or Mr. Davis, one of these people. God needs to intervene. Okay, you will say all about it. Let me tell your story. Tell your story, Whitney. Tell your story, Whitney. Tell your story. Come on, stop. Okay, here we go. Okay, I did that one right. I'm trying to end it for Whitney now. Felt like you were sinking. You wanted to press forward in your life. Felt like you were sinking. Somebody took their shots to tear down your self-esteem. Okay? You was manifesting your desires because you just wanted to be friends, or somebody was saying, can we be friends? But somebody who betray you, because the person wouldn't say, can we be friends, unless the person betray you, and you can't take a person back who is an enemy. You didn't know the cause of his anger. We got numbers 4, 6, 5, 8. You can make it anything from license, door number, phone number, whatever. So it was a sure thing. This person had tendencies for sure, because she shouldn't have believed in man's word, but in God's word. Ooh. Let me see. Let me take. I hear 4. 1, 2. Somebody vet. Somebody who's been in something a long time, a vet, you know what I mean, or actual vet, or somebody who's been in something a long time. Like, you know, you're a veteran in that thing. Okay, I think it's 4, right? I'm trying to end it. Okay, universe, you know about it? Okay, somebody wants you to go back to do something that you don't do no more. Lay off. I don't do that no more. I don't indulge in no more. Anything like somebody who like a Capricorn, somebody who was trying to bring out the devil energy in her, wanted to be devilish with her. Somebody like a Capricorn wanted her to do something she used to do that she no longer do. Get my drift. Right? Person thought they were so smart. Feel you so smart. You felt like, well done, you so smart, because he is there and he's vengeful. This person was there and he's vengeful against her. So she had to start to see what others was doing to keep her just stuck in a spot, being on drugs or being not growing, not making money or whatever. She was being molded, God said, into what she really wasn't. Okay, universe, you know all about it. Whoa. So we have right here that she had to let her sounds be heard loud and clear, because she had to become molded into what she had to become groomed to what God created her to be at birth. And it wasn't being on drugs and letting people take over her and take advantage like it's been done. When we come out of our mother's womb, we not molded by nobody. We all God. Okay, this one is she's dealing with somebody who is a vet. Person never was a vet before. The person who was a veteran in the field. A person who got history in the field. So we had with Mr.Davis, he a vet. He got history in the music business. He's a vet. He's an old timer. He's been through it. He's been there. She got force from the emotional force from the vet. So we have right here during the temporary times. She is trying to plan her fortune though. And he also was, right? So we have right here, she had a smooth trinket that he might have belong to her, a charm or whatever it may be. Or he might have gave her one. Anything like that. Okay, so we have right here, is my mother my real mother? No, her mother is not her real mother. Okay, she captured raw love with this person. She really liked him, as far as I guess he is felt like a father to her maybe, or we dealing with her in a love interest back then. God said she is a pioneer, but she was being chipped away at, and she had to analyze and see where it come from, being chipped away at by this person, because she was living a secret life with somebody, and yeah. So this person was going to come in this person's defense, right? But the person know the truth. So we got Mr. Davis or her ex. No matter what came her way, she stood tall. Okay. I want to get to full bloom. So she's trying to get to full bloom, but yeah. Help was a minute away. So she wanted help to come, but she couldn't seem to get help, because anybody who was in the room was not for her. Doing something cognizable. Because somebody was blaming things on being adopted. Okay, so being adopted can sometimes become a monster. So somebody was adopted some kind of way, or somebody was acting a certain kind of way, or and then they blamed it on training they got, or just being adopted in general. That's why the person was a monster. Anything like that. Let me see. She had deep feelings inside. We got numbers 1003, 146, or number 17. Okay. Somebody was tearing her down to build a person's self up. Why must you tear me down to build you up? She was dealing with somebody educated, but God didn't want her to be a fool, because this person was a jackal, or She was educated, but God still didn't want her to be a fool. Because somebody chuckled about something, whoever it is. She was keeping her mouth closed about a man who was really unhealthy for her. She had to stand up against abuse in whatever way. Because she had a chance, here God says, to do that. So very soon, she is going to travel for love, and that is go to that hotel and able to, whatever that's going to do, celebrate downstairs or whatever. Travel for love. That would have been a nice occasion, love. But then this ex of hers, he's going to travel for love very soon. So she needs to save her energy, though, for the future, God said, because we got somebody who had some racial abuse that was hyped up if it was Mr. Davis. So if it was an ex, he just thought he was better than her in some way. So one of them was going to knock at her door, ring her bell, knock on her door, as far as that hotel room, to shackle her down. So she was shackled down because somebody held her down. Okay? And it says right here, hold up. The phrase hold up. Right? She wasn't able to hold herself up because somebody was shackling her down. Okay? Or somebody wanted to shackle her down as far as like keep her stuck in a job where she ain't making no money, her money being stolen, or as far as a love interest trying to shackle her down and use her for whatever reasons, anything like that. So I'm hoping this is it for Miss Houston. Okay, universe, you know about it. Okay, let's just flow for Miss Houston. Whoa. Let's just see, that one went first. Let's take this first card. So she needed a center of love. That means counseling some kind of way, or a lawyer. Okay, so somebody took their shots, or she took her shots to plan her fortune, or somebody else took theirs. She is in her emotions, sensitive, or she wanted sensitiveness from somebody. She had to demonstrate self-love is key. She had to challenge that thing. So we got number 3. Could have been at least 3 people in her room. Well, she made number 3. She was gathering up everything to get started, to be sincere about making some things happen in her life. Good. She wasn't feeling depressed. So right here, she wanted her freedom from a fortress, and she was getting it. So in her room, it was considered a fortress in her room somewhat, because we had whoever in there shackling her down and trying to control her or whatever. Or some kind of way she had a contract hooked on her, some kind of way, because she got her freedom because she died, right? So she is dealing with somebody who live in an upscale area, political, racist area, who snort or any kind of drug use. Okay, that made Miss Houston an absolute memory. Because this person had hidden feelings, this person needed to just say it. Okay, this person was drug addicted or take drugs some kind of way. Person might have been raped before in the person's life. This car might have been stolen, might have been raped before in a car, whatever, anything as far as that. Unless she was. Let's see. Somebody want her to think on it for a while. Think about it in full. Okay, because somebody went straight for her like a lion. Because who is the prince in her life? Somebody wanted to pin his name on her and be her man, or be her manager, or whatever's going on here. We got 2 jail cards, this way and that way. So a warrant coming for somebody, and somebody's going to jail. Okay? She wanted sensitiveness and tenderness. So we got skin disease or something on the skin from tattoos or whatever. Eczema, anything on the skin of her or this person. So we have a place that, since it was going to be some eating downstairs, I'm going to call this the place downstairs, the room downstairs, because it's an eating place. And downstairs, it was going to be eating, right? She wanted equal and fair in jobs and fairness, Miss Houston, right? So that's what happened on her journey. So we had this next card. She had to stop letting the world talk for her and start talking for herself. and get back to what God really created her to be in life. So the next one is she's going to rise to the occasion given to her. No longer will she be filtered by anybody, right? So we have right here that addictions and a part it played in soul breaking of her soul. She had to find out why she been stuck with it, or this person. So this person, somebody's picturing a crazy love with her some kind of way. Okay, so the next one is she is dealing with somebody who wasn't loyal, and she was somewhere where it was uncertain because it was not her home. She is in limbo. And the next one is that somebody's in their dream house, but they going to jail. Or the hotel was considered like a dream house for her. Or she have her own dream house, or we can just say that somebody's in their dream house, whatever house they love, but they're going to jail. So we got number 4, 32, or number 35, 13. So we got 2 jail cards on the same row. So that's for 2025 for Miss Houston Universe. It's time for somebody to pay up and cough up for the life of Miss Houston, because Miss Houston was shackled down, pushed down, held down, or however you want to slice it, in a body of water. She wasn't in a pool, but she was in a tub. She wanted out of a contract. She wanted out of a situation. And the other card says that it was a takedown. The takedown could have been just holding her down in the water, or just the takedown is as far as just ending her life in general. Okay, so let's just flow, because she didn't go there hide up and planning on taking no drugs. That was not what the plan was, because she had big plans going off this storyline here. So let me just take 10 cards and call it the end for Miss Houston. Okay. Whoa. We got a culprit. Somebody who want to be like Spider-Man. You want to be like Spider-Man? I hear Spidey senses. You want to be like Spider-Man? Okay, let's just go. About it. So how many we got? Is this 5? I said 10, right? I think I said 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going to go to 15. I think 15. For some reason, I think 15. Let me go to 15 universe. Stop. Okay, here we go. Anything in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to take this. She is protected, but she needed to be overprotective when it came down to this ex of hers or Mr. Davis. Just saying. That's what the cards say. Just saying. Because she have a culprit here that was an annoyance to her. So we have that whoever this culprit is going to be residing in front of a judge and going to get all tensed up about that thing. Right? Okay, so this person put the person's hat, coat, scarf, or whatever on the door rack, the chair, or somewhere in her apartment, in her hotel room. Or might do that when the person goes to the judge. Follow? Okay, so was pricing it to butter her up. So this person was trying to offer her some money. How much money you want? Anything like that? Some kind of pricing or something. Okay, somebody wanted her to be a mother in crime. Yes. When somebody who was part of the situation is a mother in crime, or somebody wanted her to be a mother in crime and deal with any kind of drugs, it would be considered crime, right? Or somebody who was a mother who is a partner in crime, because whoever was working to destroy Whitney. I'm sure. It say I'm sure. Then we got number 8, number 1, number 81, number 9. Next one is she opened the door I guess, right? And she wanted whoever to care more, or somebody wanted her to open the door to care more, open the door of her mind, or anything like that, or she opened the door to somebody she cared about, or what she thought things was fine with, or whatever. But it was going to be consequences if she didn't leave her ex-man, or Mr. Davis, manager, or whoever he was to her. Unfortunately, he's dealing with a she-bear. That's a go-getter, a woman in charge, a woman about business. She is in good state of mind. Number 8. Next one is tell the secret. Tell it now, the brass loved one. Okay, she needs to look at something at least 3 times before she sign it. Or this man going to, because he's going to be getting in front of a judge, so he's going to have to look at it more than one time, but I feel this is her. She needed to look at something more than at least 3 times before she signed it, or some kind of way, because we have the secret. She wanted to get out. Somebody actually killed her. Her money was being taken, where she was going to be getting a lawyer. Take a little bit more. Something was too far getting there. I don't know how far that hotel was. She's dealing with a Judas, though, God says right here. She's a wonderful conqueror with a Judas. Something was too far. Either that hotel from her house, or her room from everything happening downstairs, or what, I don't know. So we have right here, that was a war zone in that room for Miss Houston, because it said relapse. But it was caused, it was forced. Get what I'm saying? It was done to her. Get what I'm saying? No one else can have you. See, we got right here, no one else can have you. So I'm going to make sure nobody else you do music with, or nobody else you're going to have as far as in a relationship, or whatever this is. Let's just go. I keep hearing the song. Children of the night. Ooh, late at night. Children of the night. Healthy means she had to love herself first. I'm ready for a healthy way. See, she's ready for a healthy way of loving. She didn't want the man she used to have. She didn't want him no more. She didn't want Mr. Davis stealing from her. This card means what it says. I'm going to love me. But remember, before that, you hear me say no one else can have you. Well, you're not gonna see things my way. Ain't nobody else gonna have you then. In love or in business. Well, she's dealing with a bill collector. Poly relationship. So it could be 3 people was in the room at the time, or she was dealing with somebody who was hooked to somebody in a love relationship, or we dealing with 2 people was in a room with her, or whatever this is. Yeah. There's a takedown. I think that's what it said, takedown, right? I think that's what that card says. Well, somebody going to court. Somebody going to jail. It's like 2 jail cards. We got the big jail came out. In the jail and the big jail, what you call the prison. Because she was murdered. I saw the murder card and the X out. You can't really, in the put out, you can't go but so far. I mean, it was time. Something was store bought. And that probably was those drugs. Because here's a card sitting here. Something was store bought items. And unless somebody brought a drink there already, a bottle, get what I'm saying, where something was in a bottle already. Or they brought the bottle in and they put something in the bottle, the wine or whatever. or drugs some kind of way. And then somebody has some bench time that may sit down with her. Get my drift? She needed sensitiveness and softness. Always safe here. I promise you a stable home life. See, this person trying to get back in her life, if it's an ex some kind of way. But then if it's Mr. Davis, she want to know if she's safe there as far as like, am I going to be able to have a job? Am I stable or whatever's going on here? Because she want a healthy, she want, he promised her a stable home life as far as I guess, she want him to promise as far as she want to have work or whatever. Anything like that maybe? Am I safe? It's going to be where I'm going to have, I'm going to get to work, I'm going to have work, anything like that. So money was stolen from Whitney. She was going to get a lawyer. And then we got this ex over here bringing drugs to her. Weekend, when we being all weak, she wasn't weak at the time. That's the thing about it. Whatever was given to her or put in whatever, and it made her weak. She didn't come there weak, people. She didn't come there weak and drugged out or nothing when she came there. Whatever was put in, something she was drinking. Unless there's another way, but as far as I know, it was something that I really feel got put in the bottle she was drinking out of, or out of a glass. And then the person just had the person way, and I feel the person helped her underwater. Helped her under. Shackle under down. Helped her under. People got to really see and value life, because people was not seeing and valuing life. Whitney had a lot of life to live, and God, only God is the one that take life away. Her life was taken away. So it's made to look like she just offed her own self. Like she just took a bunch of pills and just, yeah, she did that to herself. How convenient. No, she didn't come there like that. She came there in a good state of mind. No. This was premeditated, and it went like it went, to take down a Whitney, because that's what the cards say, take down. Like to say, well, okay, you ain't working for me, you ain't working for nobody. Well, you're not going to be my woman, you ain't going to be nobody woman. Because we got somebody who is a sadistic here, a narcissist, right? Whoever it is. Okay, let's just go. I'm going to see if there's a little bit more and I'm going to quit. Okay, I see right here, say the top dog. Somebody the top dog. The top dog. During the big time, somebody the top dog. Okay, so let's just see. I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to quit it. Okay. Okay, something right here, something right here. And we're going to quit it. Whoops. And we're going to quit it. Let me just see. Top. Okay. Okay, let's take a little bit more from here and we're going to stop. Because I wanted to know why. I wanted to know why was that party, or whatever that was, occasion, event, or whatever it was, why was it going on with Whitney upstairs laying lifeless? I thought that was so insensitive. But when you got people who don't care, people show who they really are to you. You just need to look. Yeah. Okay, had revenge on a Negro. Somebody had revenge on her, one of these people, or both of them. Had revenge on her. Say revenge, seeking revenge on a Negro. Okay, some kind of gossip she is entwined in. So somebody knew something that ain't like nobody knew nothing. You know you knew people. You people in the industry, whoever you all are. You know. You knew all about it. Don't act like you don't know, because you know So God got this gospel card, and it ain't us. We out here. You the ones that's all hooked around with each other, you know. Okay? Late at night, deep children on the night. Okay. Because that's how it is, I guess, in the music industry, like children of the night. All kind of stuff happening at night, maybe. Okay, that's love. Okay, this one just wants to be seen, so let's just take this one, and I'm going to call it quits, okay? I feel like Whitney's story was told, the secret, okay? You need to act in a ways, somebody's acting like it was love, like this person really cared about Whitney. But you're going to pay for your actions. So we got the twin flame again, so if you're not actually her ex-lover, is Mr. Davis, is one of you. Her ex-lover or Mr. Davis is whoever God considering a twin flame, or really. Okay, let's go. So you want someone to just follow you, right? And you take the lead, right? So be it. You are somebody that she let me counsel, tell her what to do or whatever, or she is going to get a lawyer. Because some kind of way she is entwined and gossip with you. Right? The problem was she is too nice, though. Did she even want any help? Because she had to ask herself, dig deep, ask herself why she even tolerated you for so long. So this would be in business with Mr. Davis or with her ex. So we got a lot of money going on here. Right? You want her to lay down next to you for money. Or we have our ex that wanted to lay down with her because she had a lot of money. Or we got Mr. Davis wanted her to stay hooked to him because he had a lot of money. He is controlling about how much money she could get. What she's controlling about her own money to make sure it don't get sucked out of her hand by her ex. She had to show that she could build her own fortune, and that's what she's trying to do, right? She on her fortune and build her future. But they need to learn to respect one another to lessen the pain. So she's going to go to court about some kind of property, money, property, or whatever. Right? She didn't get a chance to do that. So style is key. And she like having fun. Her or whoever's person is. So it was a sale that was going to conclude by a certain time. So if not a real sale, it's something that was going to be online. They go off a line. Even if it's a Facebook post, something was going to be on, then it was going to go off by a certain time. So if you put something online yesterday, and you might take it off on Friday. I'm just trying to use an example if it's not clothing or anything like that. So she got beat by somebody. One of these people, physically, mentally, verbally, financially, emotionally, however, okay, or whatever, right? She was looking for her keys to serve her, or one of these men was looking for their keys to serve them, right? Right here, I'm meant for greatness. She was meant for greatness, and she knew that. Because she had changed up, she was a she-band. By her being a she-band, she didn't no longer need either one of these people. That was not good because both of these people wanted her to depend and be where she vulnerable and weak. Why did she let anybody mold her? Because it says right here, she had to walk them in a flow of love and a fresh emotion, God says. So we have our nephew was paid, somebody's nephew, to play a part. So somebody's nephew was paid to play a part in something. Whatever part it is to be played. That's the same verse, you know about it. I'm trying to end it. Okay. So we have right here that getting high. So it says she is getting high. So if she wasn't getting high, this card stands for anxiety, nervousness, anxiety. There was something going on with your mind. She needs to get her phone for help. So she wasn't getting high, I feel. But if some drugs was put in her system, it appears like she was getting high, but she wasn't. Anxiety, anything like that. So somebody, see, because it says somebody owed an insane apology. Now is the time God say that you apologize, whoever you are, because you was going to jump for joy when, right, and see it in a moment. Because you crooked, God says, whoever you are. So here we have right here with Whitney. She needed more sleep to become more energetic, right? So something was in her system, some kind of way, or she just was sleepy, or whatever was put in her system made her drowsy and made her fall asleep or whatever, anything like that. They back to back, they side by side. So somebody wanted no ain'ts out of her, or no ain'ts, whoever it is, wanted her room number, anything like that. She is terrified because somebody raped her to gain force, or stole from her to gain force. Okay? Because somebody wanted to seek revenge on a Negro. Follow me? Did they check to see if she was attacked or anything? It could have been in her life that happened when she was attacked, or it could have been that day, right there. But, do anybody know? Anybody? We got number 3, and we got number 3 again. That equals 6, 3 and 3. Okay? So we got a number 3, 3, 3, 3. Then we got number 4, 34, 43, 33. Could be ages, anything. It could be part of a court date or whatever. She had a blank look on her face. Every day is not a good day for this person, because something was placed and touched. So if she opened the door and placed her hand on the knob to open the door. If it's not that, some kind of way, a drink was given to her, and it might have been where it was placed and she touched the glass by drinking, or something was touched in place. It's possible somebody put some kind of pills in what she was drinking. The pill is what she was drinking. Okay, beware of any distractions. She had to beware of any distractions, because it was distractions that night to stop her from going downstairs, because really, I heard set up a little bit earlier. Let's not argue. Some kind of way of argue came whenever it was. See, we got a secret again. She was going to be strong, tough, and beautiful, and know when to make the right moves, because she was going to be making some kind of moves here. If it hurts, she is going to voice it. Because here it is with the secret. She is going to acknowledge the secret, or secrets. Somebody was gay since their childhood. Mr.Davis, or what's his name? Her ex. Or somebody was seeing trans people, and we already know that's a man that dressed like a lady, or getting changed to a lady, or anything like that. Right? She is isolated. She got isolated. And she felt like, why did I believe you, when she saw that she was being mistreated. She was isolated in that room. Or she was isolated somewhere else, if not in her hotel room, some kind of way where somebody raped her. So if it ain't go like that, where she was isolated somewhere else whenever and somebody raped her, she is isolated as far as in her room that night and somebody raped her. Some kind of way somebody raped her. She is stolen from, but somebody raped her. She's going to tell a secret. She could tell a secret. More than one secret. When people walk away from people, sometimes people feel like they know secrets or whatever, and they don't want you to go away because they feel like you can tell a secret on them or something like that. Let me see what this card says. She is keeping the snakes alive, letting them get under her skin. Snakes. Because she is going to be putting somebody on trial. He got in there putting me on trial, asking me a bunch of questions, but he might was feeling like she got in there putting him on trial because the ex was not for her, God says. He feel nobody perfect though, but yeah. She had anxiety. because they were saying that it was her fault, or whoever this is. Somebody was cross-dressing. Or somebody caught her off guard. Somebody was cross-dressing, dressed like a woman. If not dressed like a woman, somebody was with a woman, trans person. Caught her off guard though. Okay, God is the path from walking the right path. She made a gesture to God some kind of way before this happened to her, because things are starting to look good now. Things were starting to look good now for her. Do she really like the way she was? But things were starting to look good now. But then here's somebody with some copping and trying to get something from her, or here's two transporting the drugs cards back to back. Somebody copping, somebody trying to have it where she copping, trying to give her anything or anything like that, transporting the drugs or infection. Put her through torture. It was a masquerade. Got number 21 or number 20. 2025 is going to be some kind of justice served. We want that for Whitney, because she made somebody mad. He meant it. Grandpa, somebody like a grandpa. Okay, so it was greedy. Okay, so we have right here the profile 7 years. Let's just flow. Let me try to end it right here. Because the person was opinionized whether or not she was work worthy, right? So maybe somebody was trying to put something in her drink somewhat, or whatever was going on. I don't like to guess. I like to see whatever it is on the card. So somebody was questioning whether or not she was work worthy as far as actually working, or to see if she'll go and tell on them. Because God said somebody owed an apology. This second apology card. You need to apologize because you felt restricted. You had no way out. Because some kind of way she might have saw you with a trans person. So what? What's the big deal? What is the big deal? That's nothing to be making a big deal out of. Right? You have a chance for love. She had a chance to love herself. Yep. To step into her queenship. Because where did she learn the behavior? I think, and that's love. The way you people supposed to have been loving her. That wasn't love. So we're going to say that she wasn't going to let her emotions stop her from going to a place, and it would have been that hotel she went to because of what all that happened to her. There was some sharp words, some switching up and sharp words happened, where she just wanted to be free, to clear her mind. And she saw she was on a battlefield with somebody who was actually a white person, or with her ex-lover, right? Wanted her to be submissive, wanted to dominate her, right? So, yeah. She fed this person too much of power, a leader or an Aries or a fire sign person. But this person won't love her, God says. She need not lower her standards. Because this person won't love her. Because this person was energy seeking. Because if this person loved black, this person was going to see black for what it is. Right? So if it's Mr. Davis, he is going to see black for what it is. She was black when it was all over, but right? He is going to see it for what it is. Right? He is energy seeking. Or we have with her ex. He might like the color black, but still he is going to see things for what it is. But God told her don't lower your standards and go back to neither one of these people. And she is aching and very. Right? So we have somebody was going to have joy bells while parking it. Court going to be in session though, some kind of way. Yes. Because it's like somebody cheaping Whitney's life. Somebody, whoever it is. And they move fast on it. because somebody thought they was better than her, or she thought she was better than the person. So somebody might deal with some cops eventually, or she just was dealing with a leader that felt she was toying with the person, or she felt was toying with her, and she walked away from what the person walked away from her. However it's flowing. So yeah, might wanted to offer her something, but God said don't settle for the okie doke out of this person. So, but he decided to beat her at her own game. Right? He rose to the occasion to beat her at her own game. And what happened was she was murdered. And that's how it is. That stopped her from going to tell a secret. It stopped her from going to court to say somebody stole from her or stole her money. Or she got raped. Got two secret cards. Her getting raped. So yeah. So we going back to all the way at the beginning with the video. Why was it okay to still have an occasion downstairs when Miss Houston's dead body was laying upstairs? It's fine for somebody who don't have no kind of feelings and compassion for the person. With anybody watching me, anybody who looking at this video, with anybody that's watching and listening to this video, be willing to still have a party and your loved one just died upstairs in your house or wherever they died at in your house, would you still have that birthday party? That would be a turn off. Birthday party for whoever it is, whatever it may be. No, you're going to put that on hold, and you're going to focus on what's going on. Your emotions and everything's supposed to be in it. Because if it's somebody you care about or love, your emotions going to be in that thing. If anything, you should be running up there and seeing what's going on. Running up there, sitting up there, bawling your eyes out or whatever. Depending on if the person you love. If somebody you love, you're not going to be sitting downstairs still making no party go on. If anything, you're going to tell the people, well, we can't have it right now, or if you wait a couple hours, you can sit down and eat the food since it's here already. Anything like that. But it still had to be a couple hours after her body is moved. You know, the person's body is moved. And then in a couple hours, you can at least eat the food since it's there. And then you go home, you know, and a person can sit down and they can just ponder and think about it, or whatever they want to say at the table or whatever. But other than that, jumping around having fun or whatever that event was, to be doing that, and Whitney upstairs, or Whitney after Whitney was even removed, to still be doing that. I don't know what kind of people they are. So nobody who, as far as these people in the industry, loved her. Because if you loved her, ain't no way you would be having a good time downstairs. You would be right up there, running up there to be by her side. Not act like she is like what it says, a lone wolf. Because the card says she's a lone wolf. She's all by herself. So wasn't none of you there to protect her and help her. It was like she was the wanderer, like the card says. So when you done with somebody, you just throw them out like trash. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I have no use for you, or if you don't do what I want, or whatever's going on here. So like I said, you got the X on the table, and you have Mr. Davis. Both of these people, one or the other, or both of them was giving up trouble. Could have been a total of 3 people in the room. Mr. Davis, her ex, and her. Or just 2 of them in the room, however it's flowing. But drugs was brought in there to her. I feel by putting in the bottle that was brought from the store, or a bottle that was there already, or whatever. But not her asking for it. because it was a kitty cat mission. It was sneaky, underhanded, because it was a takedown of Whitney. Sneaky. When you do something underhanded, the person don't even know about it. She didn't sit and take a bath and say, I'm just going to be drinking and get drunk in the water. She didn't say no mess like that. It's like, I'm going to see if I can work something a certain way and it's going to appear that she just won drugs real bad. And she did this to herself. Because God got the well done card out. You thought you're so smart. But it's time for you to get dealt with. You got to see more than one court card. Or jail card. Okay, this is the Bracelet 1 Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. This is going to be for next year. I think I said July, right? So this is going to be for next year, July. So this storyline is as far as Mr. Davis, Clive Davis, and why did he feel that it was okay to still have a party or whatever he did when Whitney's dead body, unalive body, deceased body was upstairs. Why did he think that was fine? Because he decided that he wasn't going to let her in his world anymore. She wasn't in his world no more, so he is fine. He is going to keep his dignity by still having this party. But he didn't want her to have any dignity. She praised him. She praised the person who really didn't love her and care about her, because he didn't love her and care about her. The storyline shows it. She might have felt a certain way about him, but he didn't about her. And that's a fact. And with this ex-lover of hers, him either. He just wanted what he can get from her. So both of them was bad news as far as her. Because it was a takedown of Whitney. And that's just the bottom line, because a takedown card came out. So this is the Bracelet 1 Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. This storyline is for July 2025. Because Whitney was murdered. And that's just the bottom line. So you don't have to believe that, but that's how it is. So this storyline is for entertainment purposes only. To those who deem it as such, I, the Bracelet 1, believe every card that hit my table. You don't have to take nothing as fact. That I said, okay? Peace.